I'm Scott Kiley, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to throw the discus. The discus was invented and played in the first Olympic Games dating back to 1776 BC. The discus was described by the poet Ovid as being the event of grace and strength, and that's what I'll be showing you today. Now, the first thing to learn about the discus is learning how to hold it. Now when you look at a cross-section of the disc, you'll notice that one side is flatter than the other. The flat side is where your hand should be placed. Now, what you're going to want to do is line your pointer finger with the center of the disc, like this. And you're going to want to curl your fingers around the disc. Now when I say curl, I don't mean grip the disc like this. You don't want to death grip it. You just want your fingertips along the rim of the discus, like so. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the release of the discus. Now the first thing to know is that the pinky is the trigger finger. You start to pull your pinky and the disc should come off of your pointer finger. So it should look something like this when you do it. And you can just catch it. That's our first drill for practicing the release. Now all you do is you swing your arm back, up, catch the disc. When you see it come off, it should look just like this. It shouldn't. If it comes out the back of your hand, it'll look like this, and this is incorrect form. And that's our first drill for the release. Now the next drill for learning on how to release the discus is bowling, because you simply take the disc, pull it back, and roll it to your partner. Nice and easy. And then your partner does the same and rolls it back to you. Now, you want to keep doing this and keep extending the distance. There are a whole ton of games that you can play with this, like seeing who can roll the discus the farthest between two cones, and just other fun games like that. So next, we're going to talk about taking your discus throws inside the circle. Now, the circle is 8 feet in diameter. You may enter the circle from anywhere, but you must leave from the back half of the circle. This is important because you will get a foul if you don't follow these rules. Now the sector is 15 degrees out from the back of the circle. So it does become rather large, though it may seem like a small degree. And we'll begin with the standing throw first. Okay, so next is the standing throw. And what you're going to want to do for your standing throw is you're going to want to place your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to want to put your toe, your left toe, in your right instep. And you're going to want to step out straight. So they should be shoulder width apart at this point. Then you're going to take the disc, like you've been holding it, and you're going to turn backwards, bending your right leg and leaning over it. And you're balanced on the balls of your feet. Now, when you do this, you're going to bring the disc back as far as you can. Try not to turn it all the way over like that. That's not good, because it will stay in your hand as long as you're moving. So you're going to bring it back, and this should be as far back as you go. You don't want to go too far back and hurt yourself, but you want to go just back far enough so that it feels comfortable. And you're going to go back. You're going to turn first with your arm, then pop your hips, bring your arm forward through, keep your hand flat, and throw the disc. Now, a key to seeing whether you threw the disc properly is that it should come out flat. It shouldn't come up at a large angle. If it came up at a large angle, that means that you're taking your hand and you're tilting it up like this. It is not good. That can lead to tombstones, which are fun, but they're not what we're aiming for here. The next step is called the wheel. And it's called a wheel because you turn like a wheel. So first, as a righty, you're going to take your right foot, place it at the center of the circle. Now, you're in your standing position, as you were before, and all you're going to want to do is just turn 180 degrees, and you're going to want to face the sector line. You should actually be lining your toe up with the sector line. Now, all you're going to do from here is you're going to pull the disc back, rotate back into power, and you would throw. Now, you don't want to fall away on these throws. You want to stay in them, and you don't want to fall forward either. So you're going to want to just land back in your power position. Nice and easy. And that's what you do for a wheel. So now that we've learned how to do the wheel, we may as well practice our turning in the circle. In fact, you don't even need a circle. It's better if you just have a line, maybe a sidewalk. It's very easy to do. Now, you're going to want a pair of throwing shoes, obviously, to help you turn. They are a smart investment if you want to be a thrower. Now, all you need to do is you take a line like this, and all you're going to want to do is just practice turning quarter turns, half turns, full turns, and you're just going to want to repetitively do that with both feet. It's a very important part of the discus. And you're going to want to stay balanced. Don't go too fast. You can start to turn it up once you start getting the hang of it. But that's basically all you have to do to work on your turning. So now, you may be wondering why the camera is pointed downward. But we're going to be talking about the footwork for the full throw. Now, some people might say that you should do the South African next. It's kind of debated. I kind of prefer to go to the fold end of the South, but we're just going to start with the full. So what you're going to want to do is line up in the back of the circle, and you're going to want the middle of the sector to be right behind your back, right through your spine. And what you're going to do is you're going to place your feet shoulder width apart at the back of the circle, and you're going to turn back like you're doing power, except you're not going to get down that low, but you are going to bend your knees. You're going to want to bend your knees, and you don't want to do too many warm-ups. One should be fine, but we're just going to focus on the footwork for now. So you're going to go low, turn on your left foot, come so that you're facing forward in the circle. You're going to take a step to the center. Then you're going to do your wheel, and you'll be back in your power position to throw. And at the end, you can reverse if you want to. Some throwers prefer to just stop. It's whatever you choose. As long as you do it right, it'll work fine. So now I'm going to give you a few tips about the footwork. Now, when you start in the back, it helps. Well, it's almost necessary to be on the balls of your feet, and you're going to want to bend your legs, like I mentioned. And off this first turn, you want to keep your leg from coming up in the air. So you don't want to turn and do this. That's not good. You want to keep your leg low, like that, and swing it to the middle almost. And then, here are a few tricks. If you're going too fast, you're going to end up too far to the left of the center dot. If you were to turn around from the back, it would be your left. So if you're going too fast, you'll end up over here. Now, if you're going too slow and you're not turning fast enough on your left foot, you'll end up over here. That'll cause you to pull your throw over here, and you'll be throwing out on the right side of the sector. If you do this, you're going to fall away. It's going to bring your arm up, and you're going to throw over the level that we want it to. So you want to try ending up back in your power position, and that's where we're going to get the most power. Also, in your power position, once you throw, it's not a jump into the throw if you're doing a reverse. A reverse is just boom, and you slide into it. Very important, or else you'll lose a whole bunch of power. So now we're going to talk about the upper body and the trunk of the throw, the full throw. So you're going to line up again on the balls of your feet in the back of the sector, bending your knees slightly. You're going to take one or two little warm-up turns, no more. It really doesn't help. Keep your arm out, bring the disc all the way back, turn to the center, and you want to make sure that this arm stays all the way back here when you're throwing. So it's going to be all the way back here, and you're going to notice you're back in your power position, and you're going to turn on this and throw. And you're going to want to pull your left arm all the way around. That'll give you even more power. Keep your arm flat and throw. Chest high. Okay, so now I'm going to just give a few tips about the full throw that'll help improve your throw. The first one is that on your full throw, after your first turn and you go to the center, you want to keep your foot low and drive. You don't want to hop and get in the air like it's a jump, because you'll lose a whole bunch of power and it doesn't help you. Also, you don't want to drop your arm at all, because then it'll cause you to throw off your waist, and you'll compensate by going up, which will cause the disc to fly like this and not flat like we wanted. You also want to start slow in the back. So off your first turn, it should be slow, 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 fast, and explode. That's what you're going to want to do. And also, you're going to notice that as you progress through the throw, it's low to high, and you're going to want to finish with your chest up and out. Okay, so now we're going to focus on what is commonly known as a South African, and basically what it is it's just another point of breaking down the full throw. Now, an easy way to start the South African is to go to the position that you do the full in. And all you're going to want to do is take a quarter turn and face the sector. Now, after you do this, you're going to want to take 1 or 2 warm-ups again. Only 1 or 2. This isn't a legal throw, it's just a practice. Now, you're going to pull all the way back, take your first step to the center, like you're running to the center. Then, back in your wheel. Now, you're back in your power again, and you can throw. It's just another extension. It can get really fun if you know how to do them well, but a lot of coaches don't like teaching this one till after the full throw, because they find that throwers end up liking to do South Africans more than they like to do full throws. And if you can get a full throw well, it's going to be a lot farther than a South African. Now, almost as important as the technique is the physical strength. Now, it's very important for throwers to be on a weekly workout schedule. You got to eat right, you've got to train hard, a lot of physical activity. I mean, the thrower is the epitome of track. They're extremely powerful. You're really going to want to work on, especially for the discus, is your triceps, your legs. Your legs is where the power of your throw comes from. Shoulders, pecs, pretty much your entire core as well. It's very important for the discus throw. Well, that's all the discus help I have in this video. Thanks for watching, and I'm sure you'll improve your throws by a lot. And if you're just starting out, I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you'll be able to use it in your future discus career.